Hey guys, what's going on today? We got a deck profile of the Flu deck I played at locals on Saturday. I went and got second. I only lost to Outlich. Our game one was the entirety of the match. I was trying to deal the last 400 points of damage, but I unfortunately could not. And eventually he just resolved a nice Dragon's Prison. I was 2 cards down from being able to win the game because M-Pen was the second to last card in the deck. And so other than that, it performed very well. This is the Simorgh variant. My matchups, I guess I can go into these since I'm doing these local reports. Round 1 was against Despia. I won 2-0. Game 1, I went down to 1200 because of the Despia Dragon that burns for 600 when you activate stuff. But I was able to out it before I died. And then game 2, I had Dark Roller Lightning Storm. Round 2 was Tenyi Sword Soul. Friend is very new to the deck, so he didn't have everything like down yet, but it was still a pretty close game. I had Robin, Simorgh, M-Pen in my opening hand, game 3. And he decided to let Robin and Simorgh go when he had Baron and Chi-Chao, which ultimately led him to losing the game because he could not activate Baron and Chi-Chao anymore since he left him in attack. And that was game there. Round 3 was against the Eldritch player. Like I said, just made some poor choices. Should have just conceded game 1. Went to games 2 and 3. Let my side deck do the work, but decided not to. It was a good game though. It was very close, very grindy. So it definitely wasn't a bad game, and he wasn't stalling or anything. It's just how the deck is. And then round 4 was Zombies, which was also a 2-0. I opened Shifter 2 games in a row, which is unfortunate, but that's just how the deck is sometimes. So we'll go on and get right on into it. Like I said, this is the Simorgh variant, so we got the 3 Robins, the 3 Eagle, 2 Street, and a Toucan. In my opinion, this is the correct quote-unquote ratio for the 40 card deck. There were a lot of times where I drew double Tree, and it really sucked. But in the grind game, it's very good. It's also pretty important for Eldritch, even when they have skill drain, because you can activate the effect and then use the map, or not the map, sorry, Advent to banish it and resolve its effect to get Golden Lords out of the grave. So, 2 Street definitely is correct, but sometimes it's very painful. For all of our search cards, we got the 2 M-Pens still. Also drew 2 of this all the time on Saturday, but it's good for the grind. I might cut it down to 1. We'll see though. The 1 Ryza still, 1 Avion, and 1 statue. I kind of want to play 2 of this over Avion. But with the Simorgh stuff, the Avion is very powerful because you can make this on your turn if you opened M-Pen, which is another reason to play 2. Potentially even 3, because you could see this and search Avion if you open Robin Simorgh or Robin Eaglin. Then with one of these 2, then you can just resolve full combo. Then, like I said, we're playing the Simorgh engine. So 3 Bird of Perfections and then 1 of each. I only played this in case I drew this, so I could still have a search. Because this gets rid of 2 cards out of the deck, which is really good for consistency's sake. But also because both of these cards serve really good functions. Like this lets you summon Avion on your turn. And then this protects the statue. So depending on how you're able to construct your hand, the spell or trap was just better. It's all situational. But these both overperformed, and this is way better than cross out, because where I'd be playing 3 cross out, 2 ash, now I'm getting 2 very big extension pieces. and really good protection. So it was very much so worth playing these over cross out. I just wouldn't play the card anymore. I know Lancia is still an issue, but sometimes you just gotta take the L on cards like that. But yeah, this engine is absurd. For the flu spells, you got the 3 Advent, 3 map, and then the 1 Unexplored Winds. My last profile had 2 of this. Hated it. But I can see the merit behind 2 to 3 of it now, just for the grind. I lost my Eldritch matchup because I activated this too early, and I lost. Couldn't out the skill drain. 3 pot and 3 pot. Nothing really needs said here. Again, this should be prosperity if you have access to it, but even if not, like the raw advantage is still just fine. We're playing 1 Called By as our defensive card. We're hoping to draw this when they draw Lancia. Other than that, it's just kind of there. And then the 1 Flu Trap. Then we have our 3 hand traps of Dimension Shifter and our 3 Board Breakers and Dark Ruler. Not much needs to be said about these. I've seen people play Droplet. Don't. Simple as that. Just play Dark Ruler. You're never killing them anyway. For our extra deck, again, the most irrelevant part of the profile. 3 Entis. She's still really good, obviously, but I would cut one of her and the second Shreg for the the Nova Mechaba package. Because realistically, you're on your opponent's turn 1 when they Maximus you, you're sending that in one of these, so I don't know, it's kind of silly to play 3, but the extra really doesn't matter. As long as you got some numbers of these cards, it doesn't really matter what else is in here. The 2 Lyra Risks. I still haven't decided if it's really worth it to play the second one of this over this. Because again, you just don't make it enough for you to like warrant testing in theory crafting on it. But being able to search a bird after you have to use both of them on this is really nice because it just gets you to Robin. So I still think it's correct to play 1/1. But like I said, it's not really worth theory crafting. The 2 downers to go for the birds to make a 4 to 6 material Zeus. Gustav for the meme, plus you can realistically make it. 2 Zeus. Not much really to be said. I guess I should mention this. If you have Elbors and you attack with 2 Impens with this card out and you overlay, that's 8,000 damage. Just throwing that out there. But yeah. 2 Zeus. And then 1 Anima. This should just be in the extra deck regardless. A lot of people don't respect zone placement just because you're playing Flu. And you can clear the zones and then special summon this and just like take something like a Dragoon, which is naturally hard for you to out. And then the 2 Tri-Brigs. I keep summoning this one in particular. It's really funny. I summoned it against the Eldritch player as a beater because I didn't have a way to really out the Golden Lord. Because I had removed my own Elbors. Foolishly, might I add. Because I had a little 1 game. So I just used this as a beater for the Golden Lord for a while. It was pretty funny. It eventually got killed. But it was still fun. And then the side, still on 3 Droll. For my particular locals, I'm probably going to end up cutting this. Like, there aren't Dragon Link or Invoked players anymore, so maybe it's just not worth playing. Maybe I should just play my own copies of Lancia or just something else, like more Board Breakers. The 3 Sphere modes, we're on 3 of this now because we have a lot more room since we're not playing the Dark Simorgh package. Spoiler. For the Spell and Trap 8, 3 Cosmic 3 Lightning. I was messing around with the idea of MST in this spot, but I just never really wanted MST. I just always wanted Cosmic, mainly because of Eldritch and True Draco. Just removing the traps from the game for good, that's nice. And every other matchup where I'd be signing these in, like MST wouldn't functionally be any different, minus the life points. But with map, you can recover some of your life points anyway, so it's not like it really matters. And Lightning Storm's the blowout of choice. You could play evenly over this. I know Evenly is technically the budget version of this. I would recommend playing at least one of them. I don't think Evenly is better. I think this is better against pretty much every matchup because of the utility. But I don't know. Evenly, your battle phase doesn't really matter, so maybe Evenly is correct for your locals, but this, for my particular locals, Lightning Storm is much better. And then, finally, the 3 Feather Storm. I've never profiled with this card before. This is my first time really playing it with the deck outside of online testing, and geez Louise, this card is messed up. I got impermed on Eaglin. Didn't have a way to dodge it. Didn't have a way to keep playing. So I summoned Eaglin, set pass, activated on Long Yun, and then turn was over. Quite literally. Couldn't play the game anymore past that. Quite hilarious. The card's insane. Why didn't they hit this thing? Why have I not played this before? I wish I played this in paper more before, but man, this card's cracked. You need to play this if you're playing this deck. I would even like consider maining it if I wasn't just so afraid of going second. And if I was maining these, then I would have just swapped these out for that. Pretty simple. I wanted more board breakers because there's a lot more build my board decks and Hulk decks in my locals and adventure stuff, so this felt better because even if I don't activate it going first, I can still have it for like the turn 2 because like I said, you're never killing them and you're not setting up a crazy board that you just win most of the time, so. But yeah, card's crazy. That's it for the deck though. Like I said, got second place, went 3-1. Only matchup I lost was because I decided to be a goober. Deck's a lot of fun. Highly recommend trying this particular version. We'll probably still be playing this next week because I still haven't gotten Barone and I can't play with proxies and tournaments, obviously. So we'll probably have one more Floowandeerze meta report after that, and then we'll probably move on to something else. Thanks for watching. Peace, YouTube.